Hey everybody, welcome to Fallout Dugout, episode 15.
Yes.
Here we are. I don't know, I just feel like doing something different. I don't know, just being weird.
On the edge of my seat.
Too many emotions right now. Yeah. Well, y'all, here we are. After... You know what's crazy? Thinking about this episode of Fallout Dugout. So today, as we film this, I finished the cut of Fallout Dugout episode 10, which was after the live our in-person filming. And hearing all the stuff that got talked about today in that Fallout Dugout, and like what happened in today's episode, and just some of the conversations that people brought up, and it's been wild. But I just wanted to say that because I think people will see a lot of those things as you can continue to go throughout. But with that said, who wants to kick us off with kind of any specific thing? Go ahead, Jake. You go first, and then I'll.
Dakota.
Yeah.
No,
I'm already in
Dakota.
agreement.
That monologue, Dakota.
Incredible.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's an episode of Dugout where, like, forever ago, where I talk about how I feel like in TTRPGs, especially with, like, actual plays or, like, ones that, you know, you have, like, a couple of days between, you always think about, like, if this kind of like, if this, then that sort of a thing. Like, if I do get this chance, what do I say? And there's some, like, times where I say, like the whole Harmon speech referencing back to episode 11, that came out of nowhere. And, like, I had thought about what was I going to say to Harmon, you know, because we had, like, 2 weeks before episode 10? I had thought, like, every spectrum under the sun about what Ruthie would say to him and, like, how she would react. And when it came time for it, what I ended up saying to, like, what Ruthie ended up saying to Harmon was not at all what I thought I was going to say. And it was in that moment that I realized that Ruthie's main emotion is anger. Like, if you were to take the Inside Out characters and, like, who leads her brain, it would be anger.
Hell yeah.
You know, like, imagine, like, tiny little anger with, like, a blonde braid.
Draw that.
Yeah. Please, someone.
Come on,
please.
people.
Please. But with this one, because I had already established in my brain that she is based on anger, like, she is fueled by her own anger. That when she finally saw her mom, because I did not expect my hypothesis that the architect was going to be her mom to be correct. I genuinely thought it was going to be some random ass stranger. I was like, okay, like, I know that she would be angry at her mom because her mom took her friend's child, and, like, has been the recent root of a lot of shit that's gone wrong in her life. Like, they almost killed Reed, and, you know, it's like kidnapped her instead of just, like, talking to her, you know, this whole thing. And so it's the muzzled her dog. And so after the session, I was like, what would Ruthie say if it's just her and her mother? What would she say? And all I could think about is, for whatever reason, and this pulled a little bit from, like, my own personal life, is just, you know, when you're a little kid and you cry because you have a nightmare and you try really hard to cry quietly, and yet your parents still always knew, you know. I don't know if that's just, like, a me thing, or, like, if anyone else, but, like, and, like, growing up, my room was always really far away from my parents' room for whatever reason. But even still, whenever I would cry, they seemed to know it. Even if it was quiet, even if I was loud, they just knew it. And so I kind of started there. And from there, I, like, you know, all I would think about when I had a moment was, what was she going to say? And I sort of, like, just kept thinking about it. And so when I finally had that moment, it kind of just happened.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry if I made people cry.
No,
don't apologize for it.
No, that's what it's all about. Yeah.
So I just thought about it a lot. Like, it's genuinely all I've been thinking about is, what would she say if it was just her and her mom by themselves? What like, I think it's one of those things, like, what would any of us get to say to, you know, when we had that opportunity? There's, when I was in college, there's something that we're told a lot as actors, which is called particularization, which is, you know, trying to find out the motivation behind a character when they speak certain lines, and like what parts of our own lives can we take to apply to those moments. And without obviously divulging too much, this monologue definitely had some of those tactics in it. Except I think my parents watch this. I love you guys.
No, I mean, God.
It was felt.
Yeah, it was super felt. I mean, I think just to kind of like speak to that, I think the reason I was a little bit, I ended up not saying a whole lot as Ainsley is because if I was gonna say that to my parents, I wouldn't want them to necessarily. I think I was coming from like I'm talking. Hear me. And I don't want, I don't, this is not and that's why I try to keep it as like simple as possible, because I didn't feel like it was her. Yeah, that was Ruthie. Like, you don't need her opinion. Like, you're not asking for, you're saying this is, so that's why it took me a second. I was like, oh man, I think, I was like, I just can't. Yeah, it was beautiful. Yeah. Fucking God.
I can't take compliments. Someone talk about something.
It's okay. It's okay. I feel you. Yeah. Anyone else have anything in particular that kind of struck a chord, or anything like thoughts you want to bring up regarding the episode? We have a couple. I saw a couple fingers.
Icarus first.
Yeah, Icarus first.
Icarus.
Reed has done something very interesting to Hawke, which is something Kylie and I have actually been planning for a few months now. Reed has successfully planted a seed in Hawke's head that this whole time I'm like, how naturally can I come to this conclusion, this character come to this decision? And you just gave me a free pass to do it, so I appreciate you. And that's all I'm going to tell you right now.
No. Come on.
What?
Come on.
God.
Tell us more. Well.
If you're talking about like
about Hawke
if you're talking
being
about
different from other Mr. Hannitys and Miss Nannies and looking different.
Yeah. And like I've been thinking about that for a while personally. Like, you know, like we could totally give Hawke some paint. Like
some bangs.
No, some paint. I said some paint.
Some bangs.
Slap a wig on that thing, dude.
I'm sure Vermin's got a couple.
Yeah.
Vermin, let me borrow some.
Oh
It's like
my
when
God.
you go through an identity crisis and you cut your bangs.
LOL? LOL? Yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
Oh my God.
I'm very excited because Kylie knows why. Kylie knows why.
Yeah. I do.
Because Alice
I love
doesn't
it.
have the hat anymore.
No. She's I think letting Harmon live is finally her way of burying Ethan. Like literally buried the hatchet, burying him proper this time, and I just got to get our kid back, and that's I let him go. I let go of that anger. I let go of that grief. Time to move forward.
Yeah.
Number 2 point, power armor. Thank fuck God.
Power armor.
Finally.
Yeah, dude. Holy
Fill in
crap. I
some
can't believe we
power
actually
armor.
have a suit.
And
That
we
just
have
makes me
shit to
nervous for what's
power
to
it.
come. Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous.
I'm trying
for
to
what's
get into a
come,
fist
though.
fight with the gator
I
claw.
was
so
about to say, now Phil can get in an actual like fisticuffs fight
I'm
with his
trying to get
fucking
into
gator.
a
Let's go.
fisticuffs. I will totally fist fight a gator claw.
I'll
Let's
watch, I'll
fucking
bet.
Go, dude.
I'll put money. I'll put
Yeah,
caps down
I'll-
on it.
Same.
Yeah.
So, how are we gonna make you guys seem dead so we can get all that money?
We find wrong place Pete. We dress him up like me. We kill him.
Well, we
earn
also
something off of him.
need a fake Reed.
Yeah, because Reed's wanted too.
We're gonna have to
There's
find
already
his
a
brother.
fake Reed. Sorry.
We find another synth of Reed.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
Reed
we
Prime.
find Reed Prime and we turn Reed Prime in.
That's if to say that Vault Tech doesn't already have Reed Prime.
Ooh.
I'm just saying. I'm sticking by the theory that he's alive and that he is going to come out and be used to manipulate us.
I did have a question. I already said it to Kylie. It was during break that she and I came back early, and I was like, I wish there was a way to determine if the pictures on this bounty of Reed and Phil were taken before or after we had shot down the camera bot, because that would determine if we are still being watched. Because if it was post camera bot, that means that there are still cameras on us.
Yeah.
But like we were talking, like realistically, there's no way to tell if it's before or after that specific moment. But it's just obvious it was after the vault.
My other question too is that if they're looking for Phil and Reed, what does that mean for Alice and Ruthie? Like, do they just want these two dead?
The bounty just said these two dead.
Yeah.
I think because I think this is part of their experiment still. Genuinely, I think being hunted and like recorded, like it's fucking Hunger Games. It's how it feels. Like it's being broadcast somewhere of like how long can these two last out in the wasteland? And then if they survive too long, that's when they start sending bounty hunters after them to like, you know,
it makes the show more interesting.
Exactly. Yeah. Now they're being hunted from all corners. And the longer you're alive, the greater your bounty gets.
So
that's my personal theory. I'm putting that on the fucking table.
I love
that. We seem to be hitting the mark when it comes to theories now. So I'm putting that on the fucking table.
The problem with that is that if that is the case, if we still have cameras on us following us, we're about to lead them to the Garden of Adam.
Who's to say they don't already know about it?
They know.
They're sending all the other, because isn't that where all the other Vaulties are going from your vault? They're supposed to go to O-Town, right?
But they don't know about the Garden of
Technology,
which is in O-Town, right?
Well, yeah.
It's in O-Town.
But it's not
in Nuka. It's in like Nuka Kingdom.
Yeah, it's in like a different district.
It is in Nuka Kingdom, but I'm not.
These things are like all in the same area. More like
they are.
The tri-state area.
It's different districts, I believe.
Yeah.
I'm curious. So if running on the theory that Reed's dad is still alive, has made it to O-Town, I'm curious as to whether or not Ruthie's mom and Reed's dad have met.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wanted to ask her.
Well, don't you look a lot like your dad?
Yeah, I do.
So unless she says something.
To be fair, guy who looks like a man that I met once, my daughter who I haven't seen in 20 years.
That's what I'm saying. If she makes a comment about it afterwards, then that's a guarantee. Like, I think I know you from somewhere or something akin to that. Then it's either your dad or Reed.
I've seen you somewhere. Oh, my dad? No, you. Reed, what is she talking about? And that is finally how Ruthie finds out. Yay!
There you go,
So, I have a question, Kylie.
Yes.
And this might be because I'm notoriously stupid. I'm sorry. The Institute is working with Vault-Tec. This doctor worked for the Institute, doesn't anymore. Is Harmon still helping this doctor guy? Because he was like, oh, well, if I could go back and change things, I would have said, oh, I'll help you get your kid back. So he's remorseful for that. Are they not working? Are they in the Faceless not working together no more?
So I think that that's still something that hasn't 100% been confirmed as far as if they're still working together. But I think that based on some of the things he said, I think you would know that they are still working. Like, he doesn't work for the Institute anymore. So there was that disbanding. So I think it's all independent people that I'm just trying
to piece in my head this Shyla chick, this bitch that has my kid, if she's an enemy of Harmon's now, because it sounds like I can't tell if Harmon is like, okay, she was one of us. She was with us when we got Charlie, but now he's also trying to find her to like get Charlie back. Like, I don't
think so.
I'm kind of stuck there.
Shyla is Vin's sister, right?
Sister.
Correct.
That's what I thought I heard.
So-
yeah.
And
I
she
don't
gave
think
her
that it's-
Charlie and said, take this kid to
Yes.
safety. But Harmon's like, I've been trying to track her down to get Charlie. So I'm like, are you trying to take her to somewhere else that's not this airport?
So Shyla, Shyla has motivation to get Charlie to that area for something from someone from her life, because they're.
Don't say too much.
Why
now.
not? My
Don't say
kid's
too
popular.
much.
Well, she's really cute. Can you blame him? Everyone
I can't
wants, like, just like hug her and pinch those cheeks.
Every sports team wants my kid.
I mean, it's one of those things where like it's like.
Can she play for the Vikings or?
You know, it's there's so much like. It's like it's just having some like I think it's just holding on to that hope that maybe this can help, you know, maybe this kid can help other people. And
I'm stripping it from him, so that's great.
Yeah.
Oh, so true.
Yeah,
feels
100%.
It feels like going to a place where you've heard people are kept safe to keep your children safe, but in the meanwhile also abandoning your children.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like, oh, this kid is going to keep other people safe. Fuck the kid.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like it's a good intention, but intentions don't always matter.
Right.
Like, even if if this ain't a Last of Us situation where Charlie has to die for this cure to happen, but it's still, this kid's going to be experimented on, this, like kept in a lab probably for the rest of her life. Like, I'm taking my kid.
For sure.
I'll go full Joel. Don't test me.
And like, wait until
yeah.
she's an adult at least so she can give consent.
You're going to kill her
absolutely.
whole fucking family because we said, hey, no. And then you take her, you rip her away.
And they're like, damn, that sucks.
Harmon got off easy. I'm not being this fucking sympathetic to anybody else. I don't care how many ghouls they have in the cages. I don't care. I don't.
What do you mean?
Bria? Hey, girl, I got allergies too.
Well, listen. Okay, listen. Bria has two aunts. One of them sucks. The other one is cool. And comes with a cool guy who teaches Bria how to play video games. So, like, what you gonna choose? The shitty aunt that kidnaps children, or the cool aunt that also has a dog and a cool guy that hangs out with her that teaches you video games, and another cool guy that likes the ice packs that you give him, and a fun robot friend? I'm picking that cool aunt. I don't know about you guys. And I'm totally not biased at all.
At all.
Not at all. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, definitely a better choice. I'm a little. I wasn't sure if Harmon was gonna live tonight.
Neither did I. Me neither. Yeah. I didn't know until the moment that I was in front of him and I had to make a choice.
Yeah.
I was bouncing back and forth the whole fucking time. Even after the talk with Ruthie, where I was like, "Yeah, it's a coincidence." I was still like, I might take that back. I don't know.
Yeah. God, such a.
See, the worst part of it now is that if anything does kill him, I'm gonna be so upset. It's like, damn it.
Because he died, or for the kid?
Because he's redeemable. Well, and I texted. I don't know if I sent this in the chat or if I sent it privately to Kylie. My question now becomes: was Cam a good person?
You messaged it to me, yeah.
Just to you.
Yeah.
I'm curious now. Because the motivations that led Harmon to killing Cam were that he was trying to make the settlement a safer place. He just was going about it in a more violent way. So my question becomes now, was it just a message to Ruthie that if we don't meet this violence with violence, it'll, like, our people will continue to die? Or was it Cam is a bad person and I'm trying to show you that to Ruthie?
That is inside my mind palace.
You're welcome.
Let me in.
I also am just like, I've been thinking about this too, because if Vault-Tec was making synths, of dead people, supposedly dead, because present company, supposedly alive. We don't know what happened to Reed.
Schrodinger's Reed.
Exactly. He's in the box.
But if
Put that man in a box.
If Vault-Tec is making sense of people, and the Faceless, or at least Harmon, at one point were working with the people that did that, Alice, are there synths of our people?
Oh. Ooh.
And it kind of goes back to a question. It kind of goes back to like my question of, if Phil and Reed are being hunted, what does that have to do? Like, how does that affect Ruthie and Alice? And going back a couple episodes ago when Ruthie asked Reed, does this mean that Vault-Tec knows who I am now that I have a pit boy?
Kylie's over here like,
ideas. Look at her writing.
Kylie's over here like,
I'm sorry.
Synth cam. Thank you, Synth cam.
I'm there's something I should have been there was something that I did a few sessions ago that I need to remind myself to keep track of.
What?
What happened? What happened a couple sessions ago?
What do you mean?
Quickly.
Yeah,
What
someone
happened?
recap the last couple sessions
Yeah.
in the chat, quickly.
Yeah. No, I'm just writing it down for next session just in case.
It's Pete. I know it.
That just reminded me.
When do
Something
we
about
record
Pete.
next?
I
When
think
do
we're
we
back? I think
Okay,
we're
we record in a week.
and then we have a week off. Then we're off
Yes.
after that because it's. I think.
I was
Oh,
gonna
go
say,
I'm in
Sid and I's
Washington.
anniversary is next Monday.
Oh,
I was gonna
then-
ask if we could skip that one.
So we'll have 2 weeks off because.
I think
I'll
you
be
should
in
tell
Washington,
us now then.
DC.
Hey, yo.
No.
No, it's all good. So I'm
If
gonna
you
hold on.
listen,
I'm gonna hold on.
if you
to
go
it.
to Arlington and you happen to see JFK, tell him I say hi.
Sloppy style. Hey, Reed.
Dude, chill.
That's for Dugout After Dark. Thank you very much.
Oh
Mod?
my lord!
Robot mod.
Chat, ban this guy.
What the
Mod, get him.
Mod bed.
Oh,
Robot
ban this guy.
armor
Oh my
This guy
mods.
was 40 billion years.
I'm looking at them.
good lord!
Oh, robot
What are we
armor
working with
mods.
here?
Let's see. Here
Yeah,
we
let's
go.
talk about that now.
Are we just doing
Oh, armor
armor,
mods.
or are we doing?
I'm looking at
robot
page
mods?
221 as I was
Mhm.
instructed to, by God.
My
As
God.
I was instructed to.
God.
What? Because I see robotics experts 1 and 2.
I
What are
have
you?
robotics expert 1.
Okay.
So
So I can do-
radiation coils.
I
recon
see.
sensors?
What does sensor array do? Do we know?
Let's
Ooh.
look it up.
I tried. I only got things about the actual game Fallout 4.
And then, I mean, you also do a lot of recon, so we could do the recon sensors too. There's that.
Sensor array. Reroll 1d20 on a perception test while armor is powered.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, what's recon sensors? What do those bad
Recon
boys do?
sensors. I will got that. Recon sensors. Hold on. Sorry. I'm just control Fing it.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Recon sensors. Reduce difficulty of tests to detect hidden opponents by 1. Enemies visible to you who attempt to hide add +1 to the difficulty of their sneak test.
How many invisible folks have we fought? Do we find that as a thing we will be experiencing more frequently?
Invisible, I don't think so, but like, you know.
I mean, you never know.
People trying
we
to
have power
hide.
armor now.
You know what?
I'm scared.
Fucking Pete. I don't trust him.
And I mean, that mercenary was hiding, so it might be good to, be able to see that. I know what I'm saying, I promise.
I think I'm gonna go recon sensors then.
Okay.
Recon sensors.
Yeah.
Okay, recon sensors.
And then if
Okay,
you could
cool.
please just DM me what words you just spoke from your mouth, because I've already forgotten all of them.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I will send it to you.
Awesome.
Hell yeah. I'll DM.
Now recon sensors are
Just
complexity
DM
of
in the
5. Do we
DMs.
have to roll? Or do I get that automatically because we rolled in game?
How about because Reed is just a master?
That's what I'm thinking. It's just that fucking good.
Yeah, that's fine. You did really good on your tests, so.
Oh yeah, that's right. We got 4 successes.
Yeah, you guys. It was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So don't sweat.
Cool.
Yeah, you got it. You got it. I'm not that evil.
And my third arm, it can either. I mean, we had it a flame arm before, so Kylie, I will leave it up to your discretion, DM. Either it's a replacement of that. I was joking about the laser arm. I don't think that exists. It could be a replacement flame arm or a laser third. Pistols. As an arm?
There are laser pistols.
Wait, you're right.
We have one.
You're right.
There is. Yeah. Do you want a laser pistol attached to your arm so you can literally have like a laser?
Yeah.
You want that? Okay. So
we
we'll
have
just say
one, don't we?
We'll just say that's just permanently attached to your arm. The laser pistol.
Yeah, you can take our laser pistol. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think any of us are using it.
Yeah, I use my regular one anyway. So. Yeah.
I'll take it.
I'll like.
What did you just call it?
What?
I'll take it.
What did you just say before that you said? Did you say Momo? Is that what I just heard you say?
Who are you speaking to, baby doll?
You!
Me? No, I didn't say nothing.
She said with her laser pistol, she's gonna go JFK sloppy style.
I'm gonna go JFK sloppy style, people.
Oh, okay. I'm caught up now.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I think my favorite part about us just slowly getting more and more unhinged is that for everybody else, it's at least like 10 to 11 o'clock, and it's only 8 for me. And
that's crazy.
Gone.
This is the second episode in a row where not only are we talking about JFK again, but there was a 9/11 joke in both episodes.
Again.
Yep.
We need to leave this place.
We got something about this fucking warehouse. Just make me. Hey, I'll never forget.
Are not good here.
Yeah.
The vibes are off.
These vibes are definitely off.
Okay,
That's
awesome.
that is so sick
crash
though.
out.
Like fitting the laser pistol as an arm is so sick.
That's so sick.
I'm gonna kill so many people.
Yeah. Incredible.
I can't wait to vaporize somebody. Yeah.
Yeah, just no. The head doesn't pop off anymore. It just
disintegrate. You know, War of the Worlds when people just fucking get disintegrated. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Hello.
Amazing. Any other last little things tonight for folks? Because we have a.
I have one more, but I spoke a lot, so
it's all good.
Unless someone else has some.
Say it.
I don't even remember what I was going to say forever ago. Please go. Please speak. I love listening to you talk.
Power of JFK. I'm done. I'm done. Phil murdered people.
I did. I murdered 2 people.
Yeah.
And felt how about it?
Awkward about it. Unsure. Phil felt it was kind of a line he said he would never cross, basically, and then crossed it, and I don't know, he feels weird because it didn't hit as hard as he thought it would.
Did it feel good, or is it just like a neutral?
Feel good.
Okay.
It didn't feel good. It felt neutral.
Yeah.
And that's why he feels so like he feels kind of gross about it in a way. Like not that like oh my god, it's kill people, but the fact that like I killed people and I
don't
didn't really
feel
affect
anything.
Me.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, like it's just this huge thing. I like that this huge line. I never like it's a huge part of myself. I never wanted to cross, and now that I finally did it. This huge deal that I've had my whole life, and did it even matter? Like, why did I it just it's fucking with his head.
Yeah.
It's interesting too because Phil didn't even do it like fighting alongside Reed and Ruthie and Alice.
No.
Like they fought these people against Faceless who they were pretending to be a part of.
Yeah. Just undercover.
Was that part of the reason, perhaps?
Dustin didn't have anything to do with it.
Did Dustin have anything to do with it?
Just really got my blood going. And I felt the rage. It was easier to fight for someone.
It's all that testosterone.
That's a good question. I think Phil just, in the moment. Well, I think something definitely changed from learning that his life was a lie, or at least how he sees it. So I think at that moment now he was just waiting. Where like, if I get into a fight, what's the like? I don't see the point of like trying to hold myself to these standards anymore. And I think at this point he's instead of like all life should be saved kind of mentality, he's more like easy or quicker to recognize this person's a threat. They need to be like stopped. And it's no longer thinking like, how can I save this person or how can I get them to stop attacking me? It's how can I stop this threat as quickly as possible.
Congrats, Phil. You're a wastelander.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. He's pretty much like he's thinking more as a wastelander now rather than a vault dweller who wants to like protect all life.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a really good moment in the show, I believe, where that's brought up about like how the wasteland changes you in that way.
I know it. Yeah.
Very good. It was a good show. This is a good show.
Yes, it's a great show.
It is. It is. It is. I feel very lucky to be able to do it.
Yeah.
It's.
Yeah, that was fun.
We're creeping closer.
Well, I'm not leaving. Season 2, all the way.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Can we announce that? Can we say that?
Can we say that?
Yeah, we can announce it. Yeah, we're coming back season 2 of Fallout the Garden of Adam. Yeah, we're
unless we somehow manage to tie up every single loose end in 5 episodes.
Not happening. Not happening.
Yeah, how far away from O-Town are we?
You're not super far from O-Town, but I don't think that that's the thing. Like traveling is different in the wastelands. It's like you can walk X amount of miles per day, but there's shit everywhere. And depending on what path people take or what path you all take could really determine timelines and things like that. But I think right now, I was looking at the map of Florida. So right now,
Florida.
you're actually pretty fucking far away still.
Hell yeah.
I'm trying to find Horse
road
Creek.
Trip. Everyone get on the power armor, and he's gonna go as fast as possible.
Just gonna run.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the Hulk jumps.
Yeah.
I need to frickin' find that frackin' journal.
Amen, brother.
I can speak, I promise.
Okay. Oh, you're like 25. You're probably about 25 miles from the airport.
So we're halfway there.
Whoa! Living
And
on
you're
a
about
prayer. Sorry.
You are. Oh man, no, that's okay. Hold on. Clear.
You know.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just looking at.
I'm gonna wait till we're on the outskirts of O-Town before I share the Pete journal with anybody. I'm holding on to that shit for as long as possible.
Oh, good.
Oh, by the way,
Maybe when we're almost outside
I think it's so funny.
The airport, someone else will share a secret with somebody else.
maybe.
Yeah,
if we go into season 2 with that, I'm throwing you out of a window.
I've been threatened with it before, and then I met you in person, and it didn't happen.
Yeah. There's next time. But yeah, I think we can officially say that. I don't think we're gonna be. I think there's too much story left to be told to wrap it in the next kind of 5 episodes. Because that's what we're looking at right now. That's probably what we got left. That could ebb and flow depending on some things, but I think as of today we're heading into the home stretch of season 1. And then
Crazy.
see where we end there and then pick it back up. So, but with that said, nobody else has anything else tonight. We can did Icarus have one more thing?
I think I cut off Jake. I'm sorry.
Jake, did you have something?
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
I don't remember it if I did, so.
Yeah.
It was you were starting to say something and then I threatened to throw you out a window. again.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
I couldn't tell you.
No.
Apparently, I threatened to do
That's
that.
all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. It's all good.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, y'all. Well, on that note, we will sign off again, and we will see you next time. Fallout Dugout. Good night, everybody. Bye.
Bye. I love you guys.